From Scream 2 to I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, I've got 11 questions for you on horror sequels. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show right here in the spookiest month of the year, October. Now, I originally had planned to do 31 days of spooky Halloween episodes, and I'm finally getting around to recording the first one here on October 18th. So, as you can see, I'm very behind, but I will do my best to sprinkle in some spooky ones for you, like today's episode on horror sequels. It should be fun if you like bad horror movie sequels, and sometimes good horror movie sequels as much as I do. Speaking of horror movies, here is a stack of movies I just gave away the other night on a live stream. So if you want to win stuff like this, come play with me on Facebook and YouTube every night at 7 p.m. Pacific. Scheduling based around my availability if I don't have another corporate show. But usually every night we're doing that for the last 210 days or so. This first one was a 3-pack. It's called Swamp Devil, Eye of the Beast, and Black Swarm. Black Swarm looks like a movie version of what they described as Murder Hornets recently in the real world of 2020. That was a triple feature we gave away. I also gave away a movie called 2047 Virtual Revolution. The human race must fight for its future. It kind of looks like Pacific Rim or something. And Jurassic Predator. They said it was extinct. They were wrong. I feel like a lot of horror movies, they're like, somebody said something. Well, they were wrong. And they're going to learn now how wrong they were. And the last one here in the stack is a movie called Ghost Stories that says Certified Rotten Tomatoes Fresh on the cover. And it says Martin Freeman is in this movie. That's the only name I know, at least, from The Hobbit and things like that. The original British Office. Martin Freeman, there you have it. Okay, so if you like winning stuff like that, if you like horror movies, come play with me every night. YouTube.com/Trivia with Buds, Facebook.com/Trivia with Buds, and also /Ryan Buds. We're going to jump into 11 questions on horror sequels right now. Here we go. All right, it is October, and we're talking horror movie sequels. Now, I've done this round before, maybe as a podcast some years back, but I did write new questions for this just the other day for my friend Brendan Peterson, who is an avid veteran trivia player of the online live stream variety, and he wanted to do a horror sequel round, so I wrote some new questions just for him, and now I'm sharing those with you. So if you have a birthday or something coming up, you want to do some special trivia, you can always send me a message and I'll see if I can fit that into the schedule, whether it's on the live stream or the podcast. Here's number one. The subtitle for The Human Centipede 2 is called Full What? Number one, subtitle for Human Centipede 2 is called Full What? Number one. Number two, what year did Scream 4 come out? 2007, 2011, 2013, or 2017? Number two, what year did Scream 4 come out? Question number three, in what major U.S. city does Leprechaun 3 take place? Number three, in what major U.S. city does Leprechaun 3 take place? Number four, what's the name of the toy manufacturer in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch? Number four, what's the name of the toy manufacturer in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch? Question number five. Instead of London, where was an American Werewolf in a 1997 sequel? Number five, instead of London, where was an American Werewolf in a 1997 sequel? Number five. Question number six, in 2015, there was a sequel called Paranormal Activity 3, The Ghost What? Number six, in 2015, there was a sequel called Paranormal Activity, The Ghost What? Number six. Number seven, which horror series had a sequel subtitled The Heretic? Number seven, which horror series had a subtitle sequel called The Heretic? Number seven. Number eight, what six movie series featured the Umbrella Corporation? Number eight, what six movie series featured the Umbrella Corporation? And number nine, Jack Black plays a stoner in what Jennifer Love Hewitt sequel? Number 9, Jack Black plays a stoner in what Jennifer Love Hewitt sequel? Number 9. And number 10, where does Jason go in a film called The Final Friday? Number 10, where does Jason go in a film called The Final Friday? And your horror sequels bonus question for 2 points. What are the subtitles of the second and third Annabelle movies? What are the subtitles of the second and third Annabelle movies? Those are all your questions for horror sequels. We'll be right back in just a second with the answers. I know you're not supposed to say we'll be right back, but we will be right back. Here we go, guys. Answers to horror sequels number 2. The second time I've done this, like I said, if you like this one, go back and just search Trivia with Bud's Horror Sequels. You'll probably find the other 11 questions I did the first time. Number 1, the subtitle for The Human Centipede 2 is called Full Sequence. They are not hooking up just 3 mouths to butts in that movie. They're doing a whole sequence. I think it's 12 in that one. And then the third one is called The Final Sequence, and it's like a prison, and there's like 300 or 360. Oh my God, it's so gross. Number 1, the sequence, final sequence or full sequence. Number 2, what year did Scream 4 come out? 2007, 2011, 2013, or 2017? That was 2011. Number 2, 2011. Number 3, in what major U.S. city does Leprechaun 3 take place? That's Las Vegas. Number 3, Las Vegas. Get lucky and then get killed by Warwick Davis. Number 4, what's the name of the toy manufacturer in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch? Silver Shamrock. I was just reading a big article about how this movie has come full circle with it being revered as a cult classic, because a lot of people hated it when it first came out because there's no Michael Myers in it, and now it's kind of taken on a life of its own, and people do really like it. I saw it for the first time, I think, 2 Halloweens ago. It is real crazy. If you have never seen Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, you should do yourself a favor and at least watch it once. It's very odd. Number 5, instead of London, where was an American Werewolf in a 1997 sequel? That was Paris. Paris, number 5. Number 6, in 2015, there was a sequel called Paranormal Activity 3, The Ghost Dimension. And actually, I don't think it was called 3. I think it was just called Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. Number 6, Ghost Dimension. Number 7, which horror series had a sequel subtitle called The Heretic? That was The Exorcist. The Exorcist. Number 8, what 6 movie series featured the Umbrella Corporation? Resident Evil. I saw they're rebooting those. Seems a little soon, but they're going to make more of those. Resident Evil. Number 9, Jack Black plays a stoner in what Jennifer Love Hewitt sequel? I think he gets killed in its I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Not to be confused with I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, which is a DVD I have in my possession. Jennifer Love Hewitt is not in it, but I'm going to watch it soon. Number 10, where does Jason go in a film called The Final Friday? Jason Goes to Hell. Number 10, Jason Goes to Hell. Number 9, and number 9 for the Jason series. That was number 10 on your list. And the bonus for 2 points, name the subtitles of the second and third Annabelle movies. That is Creation and Comes Home. Creation and Comes Home. I have a daughter named Annabelle. I've told this story before, but we had it picked out for 6 months, and then a month before she was born, a movie about a killer doll named Annabelle came out, so it screwed it up. Everyone's like, oh, did you name her after the doll? I'm like, no, we didn't name her after the doll, but her middle name is Chucky, which was just poor planning on our part. That's the joke. Her real middle name is Rose, Annabelle Rosebuds. All right, thanks for listening to today's episode on horror sequels. Hope you had fun playing along. Having some popcorn, maybe watching a horror movie. Maybe I inspired you to go watch something spooky. That's what this show is all about, inspiration. Thank you for giving it a listen. We have one more thing for you called the Fact of the Day, and the Fact of the Day is that Nintendo trademarked the phrase, "It's on like Donkey Kong" in 2010. Nintendo trademarked the phrase, "It's on like Donkey Kong" in 2010. There. Now you know. I know you were curious about that one. Thank you guys for listening to the show. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.